It's a pleasure to welcome back freshman congressman from South Florida, Allen West. Congressman West, welcome to Newsmax.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure to be with Newsmax.
All right, so let me ask you this. What backlash have you heard from your fellow Tea Party colleagues in the House and your constituents regarding the $38 billion spending deal that just passed?
Well, I think there's a lot of confusion about the actual number. Of course, when you understood that the Pledge to America set a $100 billion cut in fiscal year 2011 and going back to 2008 levels, we did not achieve any of those. And then when they look at this 38.5, and it seems that it's more like 28.5, and then some, I think the CBO reported 352 million. That's the type of uncertainty that causes the people, the constituents, to lose trust and confidence in us, and that's why I was glad that I voted no.
You know, nearly a quarter of the new majority voted against the spending measure in the House. How will Tea Party member Republicans hold the leadership's feet to the fire in the future battles, like whether or not to raise the debt ceiling?
Well, I think what you're seeing is so important. With the first continuing resolution, you had 6 people that voted against it, and then the next one was 54. I was one of those 54. And then this last one, you had 59 that voted against it, and also, again, I was one of those. So as you continue to see those type of numbers and that type of increase with these votes, that has to get the attention of the leadership and lets them know that they have to go in and fight a little bit stronger. We cannot have a clean debt ceiling bill that goes over to the president, and they are already starting that rhetoric that that's what has to happen, and it's not going to happen on my watch.
President Obama has called for tax hikes for the wealthiest Americans as part of his deficit cutting plan. Your reaction, sir?
That's not the way that you pull ourselves out of a recession. I think if you go back historically and look at examples such as Coolidge and Harding and what they did with the marginal income tax rate, as opposed to Hoover and Roosevelt, taking it from 24% up to 83%. You look at what President Kennedy did, coming in with 91% marginal tax rate. He brought it down to 71%. Taxing Americans is not going to get us on the path of prosperity. If we are going to truly have investment, that means putting the money back into the pockets of the American people so that we can have investment, ingenuity, and innovation, and it is about reducing the size and scope of the federal government.
Senator Rubio said that Obama is in campaign mode and would rather get reelected than lead. Your reaction to his comment?
Well, I don't think the president has ever showed any real leadership. I think that he continues to do exactly what he did when he was a state senator and a U.S. senator, and that's voting present, but then always coming back in to take credit for whatever comes about. So I think it's time that he has to step up and be a leader, but I think the American people are warmed over to what hope and change really is, and we'll see a different result in 2012.
Now, you're getting ready to speak to the South Florida members of the Tea Party down here. It's always exciting, a lot of momentum in the Tea Party, and you're also a co-keynote speaker with Donald Trump. What's your thoughts about the momentum that Donald Trump has as he looks to possibly run for president?
Well, you know, look, this is United States of America, and he definitely is getting a lot of attention and a lot of headlines and all over the press. And all I say is that anyone that wants to step up and be a leader in this country, this is a critical time, and this is not a time for any jokes, games, or gimmicks. And I hope that he is very serious about what he has to do, because the world that we knew on the 1st of January 2011 is already a different world. And over the next 18 to 19 months, it's going to get probably even worse.
So would you run as a VP candidate on a Trump ticket?
I run to serve the American people, and that's it. And that's not my decision. That's a decision for God, the constituents here, my family, and whoever the presidential nominee is.
Congressman West, it's always a pleasure to have you on Newsmax. Thanks for taking time to talk to the audience.
Thank you.